Good morning, how you going? It's Amanda here, jumping on to do a quick live about kitchen cupboards this morning. It's a topic I seem to be, thinking about all week in the lead up to my workshop next week, when it's all about kitchen and creating spaces. It seems to be something playing in my mind, and I had this thought last night, which I'd never really thought about before, but it was really great, and I wanted to share it right here. So I'm packing up in the kitchen last night, and I have a very small kitchen. And I was putting some leftovers into containers, and I like to label my containers so that I know in the freezer what it is. And so I went over to my cupboard, which is outside of my kitchen, but kind of beside it, it's the family room, to grab a texter. And it was super easy for me to do that. It's something I've had to do because I have a small kitchen, and it kind of just dawned on me how, A, that was super easy, and I loved the efficiency of that. But secondly, in my next home, when I have a bigger kitchen, that is the dream, I'm not going to keep those items, the stationary items, out of my kitchen. I'm going to have all those things really close at hand. I want my kitchen to be super user-friendly and have everything I need on a daily basis. And it got me thinking, why do we think about our kitchen cupboards, as only storing kitchen items when we can put all of our daily things that we use all the time in the kitchen, because it's where we are most of the time. Well, I am anyway. It's the heart of the home in my house, and I'm always in the kitchen. And so having things that are handy right near you saves you having to do any extra work. Paper piles, for example. Now, often these end up on our kitchen benches or a bench somewhere. But if you have space in your kitchen cupboards to be able to create, space for your kitchen, your paper piles, you can put them away really easily. Whether you use some sort of drawer system or a filing system, you can put anything in the kitchen cupboards. And yeah, I was just thinking about that last night going, we tend to only use it for kitchen items, whereas I like to think of it differently. I think in our kitchen, because we are using it all the time, it is the heart of the home. This is where we should have our everyday items. Yes, of course we have our kitchen items in there, but only the everyday essential ones. And if you're limited for space, the items that you use rarely, like, serving platters and, fancy glasses and things, if you've got a buffet or somewhere else you can store them, put them aside and keep your kitchen spacious enough to be able to have these extra items handy. So I have what I call a stationery hub. It's a set of drawers that have the scissors separately and the pens and textiles separately, so I can access what I want really easily. And I would have that in one of my kitchen cupboards if I had the space. And that's what my workshop's about next week. So I'm going to be helping women create space in the kitchen. It doesn't matter if it's large or small, but creating space, so firstly we get more functionality. But secondly, you can create these other categories in your kitchen that saves you time having to go and find things, and it's easy and effortless to use for the whole family. I never have to help my children find things because everything has a home. And when you make it really simple, life is just easier. So that's what I was thinking yesterday. Okay, kitchen cupboards. Let's think about how we can maximize the use of those spaces by introducing categories in the kitchen that may not necessarily be kitchen items, but we use all the time and are handy for us on a daily basis. Of course, you can only achieve that if you have space, and that's what my workshop's about creating space. So even if you have a large kitchen, it's important to have space available to be able to introduce these different categories. And when you can do that, life is just easier. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful, if you found this helpful, pop an emoji down below. Let me know if you think it's a great idea to have not just kitchen items in your kitchen. If we can have the everyday essential items like paper piles and stationery, and often we have stationery in drawers, but I call the drawers at prime real estate in the kitchen. So I like to save those for really super special things. But you can organise your stationery in a cupboard by using a stationery solution from Officeworks or somewhere like that. But water bottles, that's another classic one. Water bottles on bench tops. It's not a big drama, but wiping down the bench tops is a pain when you've got things on it. So I like to put everything away. So if you've got daily water bottles that you use, but you don't have space in your cupboards, let's create that space. It's all about having an easy way to live. The functionality is so important in our kitchens, and I think we take that for granted sometimes. Anyway, that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it. And yes, of course, if you're interested in creating more space in your kitchen, my 5-day workshop starting next week is really simple and efficient, and it'll teach you the steps on how to do decluttering a very easy way. And yeah, have a great day, everyone. I'll pop the details of my event for next week in the comments below as well if you're interested. Bye.